So here's the pretty side, that was against the table, it's flat. Here's the bumpy side, that's the bad side, right? So we're gonna start on the pretty side, and you're gonna do 2/3, 2/3, 2/3. So I'm gonna cover 2 quadrants. I'm gonna make sure that my tip comes down before I toss it up, and that gives you better aim. I'm doing a teeny little bit of color in the middle, but mostly my color is going out here where the fabric is thick and fat, right? So most of the dye is gonna go kind of in the donut and not in the donut hole. Here we go. When it's saturated, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna do my CPR. I'm just gonna press mostly on the donut. No need to press on the donut hole. The fabric is really thin there, so we don't really even need to work it in. It will have already gone through. Now I'm gonna go to the next quadrant, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe down my little area and then spin and wipe down my fingers. Next color. Again, make sure you are making contact before you turn it up. Most of your color is gonna go out here in the donut hole. In the donut, and then a little tiny bit goes up in the hole. You're gonna saturate it. Remember, out here needs a lot more dye than up there. All right, that's probably good. I'm gonna just take the point up a little bit more there. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna do my CPR. And I don't need to push on the middle very much. I need to push out here. All right, wipe your fingers. Just be careful where you're grabbing it. Like if you've got blue on your fingers, try not to grab the yellow. Spin, last section. Now I don't have red mixed up right now, so I'm gonna demo with truffle brown, but imagine that this is red. So I'm focusing mostly out here, and the more vertical my bottle is, the better aim I get. Little touch there in the middle, but mostly it's going out here. All right, I'm gonna stop, do my CPR, pretend that's red. Squish, squish, squish. And I'm gonna wipe my fingers off. Now we're gonna look at the other side. So remember, if you've got dark gloves on, or dark, dyed gloves, don't touch the bright. Let's wipe it down and let's look at this. Right, so as you can see, the middle is good. It's fully saturated, right? But I am gonna touch up the outsides, just a touch on the side that didn't get all the dye on it. We don't need as much dye on the back as we do on the front. So there we go, that should do it. We'll CPR. And this is a full shirt. You should see that like when you push it, the water comes up, and when you let go, the water goes back down. That's a nice saturation. Wipe my fingers, make contact, flip it up. Most of it goes outside on the donut. A little bit will go towards the donut hole, but this is where all the fabric is concentrated. Squish, squish. What we're aiming for is a little bit of combining, but not a ton, right? So where yellow and blue touch, we should see a little halo of green, but not like, I don't want a green section. Last but not least, let's bump up the yellow a little bit. And again, I'm not really putting any color down in the center. It is already full because it's so thin. All right. Then I'm gonna wipe my fingers off, and I'm gonna grab a bag, and we'll probably have Ziplocs, but I'm gonna pick it up, slide it in, and this is gonna sit for 24 hours. One shirt done.